Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Let's jump in it. So no messing about, we all know what today is. We need to qualify for the Champions League. So, CSKA Moscow, we've got them at home, we've got them at Anfield. We're going with a totally unchanged team. Now, Mane is back after injury. I don't want to rush him, and Woodburn was good in the other game. We have made a few adjustments to hopefully just counter CSKA Moscow, and we'll go through them now. So we've got Henderson here. We've got him specifically marking one of their strikers because one of their strikers is been identified. Let me find the right screen. Here we go. Here's the screen. Lost it for a minute. So we've identified one of the strikers as normally playing in a defensive forward. So as we can see, the defensive forward, his main duty is to put pressure on the defensive line. So I'm looking for Henderson to sort of drop back. He's got a bit more pace than Emre Can, which I think Emre Can has 10 acceleration, where Henderson's a bit more. Now, he's not going to be able to catch up with Musa, but at least he can hopefully man mark, and the idea is then he's going to drop back down here, and we're basically going to have a back five. I nearly said flat back five, but we're going to have a back five when defending. Obviously, when attacking, he then pushes up. So we've put Emre Can, we've just pushed him up a bit, because with his, let's have a look, yeah, with his 10 acceleration, he might struggle, and he's going to get beaten. So I'm a bit worried. If Musa does beat us too much, I might drop one of these into cover, and hopefully that will sort it out. But we'll see what we're doing. So, unchanged team, we'll go with key highlights, and then we'll get both these legs done, and I'll skip the Southampton game, and we'll make sure we've qualified. Let's get to it. Here we are. So Liam Coyle does get in the team. Like I said last episode, we do need a couple more midfielders. I haven't identified any of yet. So Liam Coyle steps up to the senior team, and we'll just go automatic. 31. Well done. So here we are today. We can see how they're lining up. Another thing, we have got opposition instructions on, so I'm closing down both the wing backs as I don't want them to sort of abuse our attacking fullbacks, and I think that will work quite nicely. Alright, let's do the team talk, and again we're going to go for a very confident team talk as we are here at home, so I expect nothing but a win. Not great reaction, good old Trent is, but we'll do the same thing, so assertive, have faith. And that's not the best team talk I'll ever give, I'll be honest. Right, so we'll just move this to key, and then we'll see how we get on. Let's slow it down just a tad. There we go. Oh! Goal? I'll take it. Oh wow, I thought it was... I'm not complaining. I thought it was one of them sort of fake highlights when you get them in the first minute or the last minute. Okay, brilliant. Well, 1-0. Salah with an amazing run, and Bobby just finishes it off. Fair enough. I didn't expect that so quick, but we'll take it. So Henderson with the free kick. Knocks it in. Nothing really happens with it. I still haven't done my set pieces. I need to remember to do them. So Woodburn, I'm looking for good things from Woodburn to the Ox. Ox had a brilliant game last game, so he keeps his, station. And poor James Milner's going to have to. He may get his chance beyond Emre Can, but Emre Can. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! 25 yards off. That was a cracking goal. Lost my train of thought. That was so good. But yeah, so Emre Can has signed a new deal. I got him, I think, on 78,000 a year. He did want 100 and something, and I was thinking of just leaving it. But we managed to get him down. He is under key player. That's the only slight concern. But yeah, so James Milner will probably push in there. I'm liking Ox in this midfield role, I have to say. We're training him now. His individual training is now in that midfield role, and I hope he can really make it his own. I really like him. Woodburn again. Oh, off the crossbar. Woodburn is looking sharp. I tell you what, with Mane on the bench, and obviously he was unfit, and that's the only reason... Well, he's slightly unfit, and that's the only reason I didn't want to risk putting him back straight away. I tell you what, Woodburn's keeping him out. So the game was just reminding us that because Henderson is man marking, he's being dragged out of position. But that's fine, that's what we want. Woodburn again. It's a poor pass from him. He is young, we can allow it. We'll let him off just the once. Virgil van Dijk to Henderson. Henderson can see the fullback. Woodburn plays it in. Bobby. Oh. I tell you what, I've never really played with double, or I suppose triple playmakers, but the stuff that they do together, they work in a perfect triangle. Right, here we go. We want to just settle this tie. We still have to obviously go away to Russia in the next leg, but this is looking good. We're playing brilliant football. Trent on the brilliant run. He comes inside. Bobby knocks it over. Any worry is obviously if Bobby keeps scoring these goals, Man City will come in. I don't know how early they normally come in, but I know it is at some point. I've seen it. But like I said, I can't say no to 100 or 80 million. So it doesn't look like much else is happening in this first half. And to be honest, I think that suits us great. Here they come. So Van Dijk just smacking it away. Like I said, I'm not too worried about crosses and whatnot coming in. We've got two big men in defence. Oh, I thought that was going to be a free kick or penalty, but no. Bobby's on the right. He runs, but he's got no support in the box. That's a shame. That's a shame because that was a really, really good run. Alright, we're doing well. Their defence ratings, especially the one on the left, it's at 6. That's pretty atrocious. But we haven't allowed a shot. I feel... Oh, Woodburn. That's it. Corner, set piece, lovely. What to say, professional job at half time done. Sort of glad, the Mane situation, what happens? We will be resting a few players for the Southampton game. Right, we will just tell them all, we're really happy, we're at home, we're 3-0 up. Right, this time we'll remember to do the faith. Right, Van Dijk, the only player actually responding. The only thing with Van Dijk is I really like him, but at the minute he's refusing to tutor anyone, which is really, really frustrating if you ask me. So, yeah, really happy. I didn't realise Woodburn was this much of a beast, to be honest. I don't know if anyone else has had any experience of playing with him, but if he keeps up like this, 2 goals... I'm really happy. He will come off for Mane because I do want Mane to get that game time, to get that fitness back up. But whether Mane starts next game, I don't think I can after this performance, to be honest. I don't think it would be very, very fair. But Ox again with another solid game, 7.2, 7.3 with an assist. Salah with 2 assists. Hopefully we can get Salah on the score line at some point, but honestly, if he keeps punching up their numbers with assists, I'm happy with that. So we're going to bring Milner on for Emre Can even. We will. Who else is looking a bit? So Van Dijk. So we're going to bring Joe Gomez on for Van Dijk, and then Mane on for Woodburn. And this is obviously the worst thing you can ever do in Football Manager is make 3 substitutes, because you know what then happens is you get an injury. So brilliant. We're going to just give a bit of shout of encouragement to the boys. Hopefully we can keep our first clean sheet. It would be a shame not after this dominating performance and Ox just missing the target there. But yeah, I'm a bit surprised how this is all going, if I'm honest, especially the first few games in pre-season. I know I keep mentioning it, but you do start to worry. There we go, he's closed down a lot. That's that pacey... oh no, there's Musa. Oh, he slipped from Henderson there. I think that was Henderson. Might have been Joe Gomez actually. He's very, very pacey. Here they go, can we win it? No. Alisson collects it. I am glad we brought him in. So they've had 2 shots, both on target. Nothing really too worrying. Bobby. Oh, he tried to take it alone. He probably should have laid it off for Salah making the run. Gomez to Milner. Milner to the Ox. Ox plays a lovely ball to Mane. He just can't square it. Mane, one of my favourite players, but it can be frustrating. To Bobby, to Salah. Nah, they're all over Salah. See, that's that target man beating both my defenders. That is appalling. What are they doing? Both going to the ball. No one sees the man. I'm acting like we're losing. 3 shots, 3 on targets. Okay. The clean sheet will come. To be fair, we didn't change mentality, which is probably a mistake, especially 3-0. We should have just calmed stuff down. But it gives them an away goal. It gives them something to think about. It gives us something to think about. You know, could it be the great escape? That's the question. Lovely ball to Trent. Was he offside? No, he stays on, but he loses the ball. The target man has caused us problems, but that's it. That's all over. 3-1. So, to be fair, stats-wise, we did dominate. A lot of shots not on target, which is a slight worry. Hopefully that improves, but possession-wise, 62. Can't really grumble. Right, let's congratulate the boys. I'm very, very happy. Has there been any standout performers? So I think Salah, Woodburn. So we're going to praise Woodburn. I'm proud of your performance. He didn't care. And we'll do a bit for Salah. And he didn't care as well. Oh, then we got Trent. So it's normally 8 rating and above, and no one cared. So that was a great waste of time. But normally it's 8 above that I sort of individually praise them. But brilliant performance. We haven't got any other shocks really. Everything else you would sort of anticipate. Right, let's get to the next leg. Here we go. So it was a quick 4-0 victory against Southampton. In all honesty, they were terrible. There's not too much to go on about. They've been beaten twice in the league, 4-0 both times. Me and Arsenal. Here we go, so for the second leg of obviously the CSKA Moscow to qualify for the group stages, this is the team, exactly the same, let's get on. Here we go, so both teams lining up nearly, I think they've got the same team out, I can't see any new people, but basically same plan as last time, nothing's changed, opposition instructions, everything is exactly the same. So we are going to just tell them to pick up where they left off, and then we're just going to calmly tell everyone to have faith. This should be... I should have probably rotated. It's just that away goal that made me slightly nervous. Otherwise I would have rotated a lot of the squad. But we have Bournemouth next, so I'll probably rotate quite heavily for that game. Alright. How do the boys do? The only thing I have decided to change is that when we play away, I'm going to start, getting stuck in, putting that team instruction on. As we're a bit too fancy dancy. Oh, and that's a brilliant assist, brilliant goal. Salah with a beautiful cross, and then Woodburn has been on fire. I don't know how Mane gets back in this team. Which is gutting, I love Mane, but when you're that prolific. Ox didn't have a great game last game, 6.7 rating, but I thought that was going to be 2. 6.7, didn't really do too much. Came off at like the 60th minute, then substituted him for James Milner. We'll keep an eye, but you know, everyone's allowed an off day, so it's fine. So we'll just keep an eye, just make sure he is doing alright in that role. And today he does look okay. The tackling has been disappointing today. No, that's fine. Looking at the stats, we're still dominating. I'm really happy with that. And Woodburn, if he keeps this up... How old is he? 17? Yeah, 17. That's crazy. 17 and pushing Mane out of the team. The problem comes when Mane comes back in the team and scores a hat-trick, then what do you do? So wild ball from Moscow. Defence can deal with that all day long. Marino to Woodburn, to American, to Ox, to Bobby, to Salah. Salah just misplaces it. I find that quite a lot. Maybe I'm going to have to change Salah's settings, but he seems to off. Oh, good save. He seems to just displace a lot of passes and is very wasteful. Van Dijk deals with that all day long, no worry. And that's a pathetic shot. Possession-wise, we're dominating the ball. Obviously, this is a little bit of pressure that we're under. Ooh. And they're like a powering header. But all in all, I think we've done a professional job here. I don't think they've been able to get into the game. It's them wing-backs. If you allow them wing-backs to dominate you, it's just crazy. So it can create like an overload in the middle where everyone else is just waiting for that cross or that through ball. But anyway, we're here at half time. I'm very happy. So we'll leave the team like that. If they don't want to react, I don't want to care. Leave them to stew in it. Alright, Marino. We'll throw him, gives it straight back to them, and they give it straight back to us. Defence has been pretty immense. We did keep a clean sheet against Southampton, which I was really happy about. To Woodburn. Can Woodburn see the overlapping run? He does. Oh, it's behind Salah. Ah! Yeah, it was behind. He did have to turn on the spot and spank it. It was only just wide. Oh, that's what we didn't want to see. Ben Woodburn has picked up a knock. Well, hopefully it's not too bad. We will take him off straight away. Let's start protecting people. So we'll bring Mane on, bring Slacky on, and we shall leave it like that just for now. Just because Bobby's a huge part of how we play. As you're about to see, it's him running forward. Oh, unlucky. No, one-on-ones are not easy. You know, especially when you've got the pressure of the defence when they're running at you. Right, we'll just give a quick shout. I think Matip, yeah, his condition's gone down. He has been hurt. Right, there's no need to risk anyone in this game. So we'll bring him on and Joe Gomez can come on. I think it's just as well we've got Bournemouth next. So we can rotate because as we can see, I do like to keep my teams fairly, same. So then they can build up them relationships with each other. And Mane's pick a knock. That's really not what we want to see. Both our inside forwards on the left have picked up a knock. Not really much I can do now. Hopefully it's not too serious. But that's really, really frustrating. Right, hopefully this is the highlight that ends it. 1-0, nothing crazy, but we did the job at the end of the day. They're playing the ball quite nice, but they've got nowhere to go with it. Just running into dead ends all day long. Brilliant. And then we win the ball. Can Bobby get on the end of that? Oh, I thought something crazy was going to happen though. Can always hope. Right, there we go. Full time. Can't really complain. It's just the injuries. Oh, hopefully they're not too bad. We should have done passionate because we were away, but we're going to leave it like that. So there we go. Mane out for 1 and 2 days. Woodburn out for 1 and 2 days. Oh, right. We will leave you with the Champions League group draw. We will just click draw all teams. I won't keep you hanging. I know this has been a long video. Let's see who we've got. So as we scroll, we've got Barcelona, we've got Shakhtar, and we've got Red Bull. We'll have a quick look at the other teams. So Man United, fairly okay team. Then we got. Oh, I thought that was a mix-up then. That's not Red Bull from Germany. Okay. Oh, that confused me for a bit. So Tottenham got a tough little group. Juventus will get through that. Real Madrid's got an easy group. Bayern Munich. We've got a little group of death here with Atletico, Chelsea, Roma, Man City, PSG. Okay. Right. You've been you. I've been me. See you later. Bye bye.